welcome to the preview of the Benedict 11 Arsenal against Newcastle. Trying to bounce back from that midweek upset against Porto. As you should all know, tomorrow 8 o'clock kickoff, Saturday Night Football. Arsenal take on Newcastle at the Emirates, and I'll be at the game again. Expect the match day vlog back on the channel very soon. But yeah, match day vlog tomorrow. Buzzing for that, man. Absolutely buzzing to do that. Buzzing for the game as well. But yeah, listen, just because I'll be there doesn't mean we don't perform. And apart from that Porto game, we have been performing really well, and I think and hope we will bounce back in this. And because this is a big game in the title race as well, with City playing at 5:30, they're playing away at Bournemouth. So I think that will be relatively interesting to watch Man City play Bournemouth away. Liverpool aren't playing this weekend because they're playing in the Carabao Cup on Sunday. So yeah, it's a good chance for us to try and get closer and closer to Liverpool, and maybe even stay on the same points as City. And that means we need goals in this game. I want to see goals especially. Yeah, this, as I said before, this game is huge, and there's no underestimating Newcastle, because they could turn up any time of the week, and against any team they could turn up and they could be one hell of a team. So you're gonna have to look out for them, and you're gonna have to look out for some certain players. I'm hearing they're missing about 4 or 5 of their players. I'm hearing they're missing Fabian Schär due to a hamstring injury. They're missing Alexander Isak and Callum Wilson, both due to knee injuries. They're set to be without. They have a player who's going to be out for a long-term injury. So I don't know what his name is. He's a youngster. I don't know. But a young player that I'd like to see playing with Newcastle tomorrow, Lewis Miley. I think he'd be a good one to watch tomorrow, and I think he'd be a good one to watch tomorrow. And I think, as much as I don't want to say it, he is a quality player, and I think on the future I think he will move to a big club. But yeah, listen, we're here to speak about Arsenal, not Lewis Miley. The opponent's Newcastle. I haven't really been looking at them recently, but it seems as if they've been a bit quiet recently. I still remember that 4-4 draw against Luton. That was a mad game. And then you take it back to November, when they fucking robbed us, man. Jesus Christ. I still think about that to this day, man, and I sit there and think to myself, well, did we deserve to be robbed out of that? No, we didn't. And I think it wasn't fair to be robbed out of that, I think, and it was a wrong decision. I'm not going to get into detail about that because it was back in November, and there's nothing I can do about that now. But if you think about where we'd be now, three points ahead of City, if we'd have got that 3 points there, you know what I'm saying? Or even a point now, we'd be a point above City right now. So yeah, listen, as I said before, or the lineup pretty much says itself. I think Arteta will make a couple tweaks in here, and that's mainly because of the controlled Newcastle play. They play controlled football, and it's one thing I like about Newcastle. They play controlled. They play controlled, relaxed, and balanced football, and they like to use the wingers a lot. So I think the wingers tomorrow will probably be Harvey Barnes and Miguel Almiron with Anthony Gordon through the middle. That's probably what they'll be playing. So Ben White and whoever's at left back needs to deal with needs to be on the game. If I'm quite honest with you, and there's no putting in Newcastle on the same Newcastle they were 4 to 5 years ago. They're a complete different Newcastle side now, and yeah, listen, they're nothing to what they were like 3-4 years ago. So, yeah, listen, without any further ado, then let's go get straight into the predicted 11. In goal, David Raya, I think, is a straightforward choice. No need to go into it much. I actually thought he was kind of at fault for that Porto goal midweek, don't get me wrong. It's a fucking great goal. No keeper is saving that, but yeah, listen, in the Premier League since the Dubai break, he's been absolutely outstanding. So, yeah, David Raya keeps the spot for me. Into the back four, left back, Jakub Kiwior, I think it's a straightforward choice. Zinchenko's still absent from the team. Jurriën Timber's just going to be training with the squad in a couple of weeks. I've actually heard a bit of news regarding him. Arteta said that in his recent press conference that Jurriën Timber should be back doing little small things on the training ground with the squad by next week, and that is brilliant news for us. That is absolutely brilliant news for us. But yeah, listen, just for this game, because Zinchenko and Timber are out, Jakub Kiwior comes into the side. He keeps his spot for me. He has been absolutely outstanding the last couple of games. I thought against Porto he was a bit off, but yeah. Into the centre backs, Gabriel, I think didn't really have much to do against Porto, if I'm quite honest with you. Again, it's a straightforward choice. Didn't have much to do against Porto. But I thought he was one of our better defenders. Well, but wasn't the best defender, I think. But yeah, I can't even argue with you with that one. But yeah. And then we got William Saliba. I think it was a straightforward choice again. I don't think he done much at all against Porto. To be quite honest with you, I very un-Saliba in that performance, but. Yeah, listen, it's at the end of the day where you got to sit there and you got to say some human beings get tired, don't they? Yeah, well, yeah. And then the right back, probably the best defender on Wednesday night, Ben White. I think he was exceptional on Wednesday night. Genuinely think he was our best defender on Wednesday. Really had a go at Galeno. Really had a go at Galeno, really stopped him from scoring, but he'll be up against the likes of Mikel Almiron tomorrow night, so that is going to be one for him to be keeping an eye on, or maybe even a Harvey Barnes or whatever. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be a massive one for him. Into the midfield now, I think this is where I'd make the only change of the team. I play Jorginho as the more number 6 role. Experience, knows how to put control in the team, knows how to gain possession, knows how to play the high press pass that we need, and that's it. And that's something I'll be watching from Jorginho tomorrow, from the stands, not from the telly this time. So, Jesus. But yeah, listen, Jorginho has to start this game for me. No question about that. Over on the right, Bukayo Saka, I think is just a straightforward choice. He'd have quite a lot to do tomorrow up against the likes of Dan Burn. Maybe even Valentino Livramento if he's there. But no, I say it will be Dan Burn, and he's fucking massive. He's tall and strong as well. So I don't really want Saka to get pushed and barged around the place. But yeah, listen, I think it's a straightforward choice. I think it pretty much says itself, Bukayo Saka. Next to him, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, I think, is again a straightforward choice. Wasn't the greatest against Porto, if I'm quite honest with you, but like I said with Jorginho, we need that kind of forward glare pass that we can have, and just that little bit of creativity in there and control in the midfield, because it's just because of the way that Newcastle like to play, and they like to be more expansive when it comes to them playing. So Martin Odegaard, of course, has to play, and then next to him, the most obvious choice of this 11, Declan Rice. I think it's you just can't drop him, can you? Yeah, you just cannot drop him at the moment, can you? Absolutely no chance can you drop the Declan Rice at the moment. He is too good to drop. He is too good to drop. Simple as that. Out on the left, for once in my life, this is actually becoming a really hard thing. I'm gonna go Martinelli. I think he will stay. I think he'll have a big job to do up against Kieran Trippier. Former Spurs cunt, but yeah, I think he'll have a lot to do. Martinelli up against the likes of Kieran Trippier, maybe even Jamal Lascelles if he's the one who plays. Probably will be as well, but yeah, listen, not really complain about that. Martinelli hasn't been the same Martinelli this season, man. It really hasn't. It's pretty concerning for a player of his caliber, but yeah, listen, he'll keep his spot for me. And up front as the striker, Leandro Trossard, I think it's a straightforward choice. Eddie Nketiah is a bit out of favour. I don't know what the situation is with Gabriel Jesus, if his knee injury is healing or soon, or apparently he's near a return, but won't feature in this game, which is pretty concerning. But Leandro Trossard will probably end up starting the game. You could say to put Kai Havertz up there, but he was absolutely abysmal against Porto. Maybe bring him off the bench. So yeah, listen, that is it for the 1 to 11. Raya, Kirill, Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, Jorginho, Martinelli, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, and Trossard up front. So yeah, listen, it is going to be a big game for us tomorrow, and I think it's going to be absolutely massive for us. And I'll be there as well at the game. I got myself the ticket, really lucky as well. Have good fucking seats as well, right in front of the goal. Oh, I just hope I get fucking to see the goals in my net this time. But yeah, listen, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the like. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you lot tomorrow for the match day vlog. So yeah, peace.